Have you ever felt like you're trying so hard to learn English, but nothing is moving, nothing is changing, and you're just stuck? That heavy feeling where you open your book or your app and your brain immediately says, not today. If you've been there, trust me, you're not alone. Before we begin, if you enjoy this podcast, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. And you can also find a small PDF with the vocabulary list from this episode in the description. All right, let's breathe for a moment and begin. I want to talk about something we all face in our English journey. Those moments when motivation disappears. When progress feels slow, when mistakes feel bigger than success, and when you wonder, will I ever get better? Maybe you're in that place right now. Maybe you're pushing yourself every day, but still not seeing the results you want. And the truth is, feeling stuck doesn't mean you're failing. It simply means you're human. I remember a time when I felt completely stuck in my own language learning path. It was years ago, and I was trying to improve my speaking skills. Every evening, I sat down with a notebook full of words, verbs, phrases, expressions. I repeated them again and again, but when I tried to speak, my mind went blank. Nothing came out. I felt embarrassed, even in front of myself. One day, after a long study session, I closed the book and said, maybe I'm not good at this. Maybe learning a language is not for me. It sounds dramatic now, but in that moment, it felt real. And maybe you've had thoughts like that too. But something interesting happened that week. I suddenly realized that I wasn't stuck because I was bad at learning. I was stuck because I was tired. I was pushing too hard, too fast. I expected fast results, and when they didn't come, I blamed myself. Maybe this sounds familiar to you. Many English learners think motivation is something you magically have every day. But the truth is, motivation is something you build, not something you wait for. One thing that helps is remembering that progress doesn't look the same every day. Some days you learn 10 new words. Some days you only learn one. Some days you just listen to a podcast or watch a short video, and that still counts. Learning English is not a straight line. It's more like a long walk with turns, pauses, and sometimes a few steps back. And that's okay. When you feel stuck, the first thing that can help is changing your environment a little. You don't need to make big dramatic changes. Instead, try something small. Maybe you switch your study place. Maybe you listen to a new type of content, like a story, a short comedy clip, or a real conversation between native speakers. When your brain receives something new, something different, it wakes up again. It says, oh, this is interesting. And suddenly, the pressure is less, and learning feels lighter. Another idea is to create very small goals. And when I say small, I mean truly small. Goals that take only a few minutes. For example, today I will learn one new phrase, or today I will listen to English for 5 minutes. These tiny goals may look too simple, almost too easy, but that's the point. When a goal feels easy, you don't fight it, you don't feel stressed, and you actually do it. And when you do it again the next day, your brain starts building a new habit. You feel more confident. You feel capable again. And motivation slowly comes back, piece by piece. Something else that helps is accepting that mistakes are not your enemy. They're your teacher. When you feel stuck, it's often because you avoid speaking or writing, afraid you'll say something wrong. But think about this for a moment. Did anyone ever become good at something without making mistakes? Not a single person. Mistakes are not a sign that you're weak. They're proof that you're trying. Every wrong sentence brings you closer to a right one. Every confusing moment brings you closer to understanding. And when you accept this, you stop fighting the process and you start learning with curiosity instead of fear. And then there's your reason, your why. It's easy to forget why you started learning English in the first place. Maybe you want better work opportunities. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to understand movies or talk to new people. Maybe English gives you a sense of personal growth. Whatever your reason is, when you feel stuck, take a moment and remember it. Picture the version of you who speaks confidently. Picture how your life will feel. That picture is a powerful form of motivation, sometimes stronger than anything else. From my own experience, the biggest shift happens when you stop trying to be perfect and start trying to be consistent. Learning English is not a race. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need perfect sentences. You just need to keep going, even slowly. Motivation grows when you show up again and again, even when the day feels heavy. And when it does grow, it becomes easier to keep moving, like a small engine that suddenly starts running again. So if you feel stuck right now, please hear this. You're not failing. You're not behind. You're simply in a normal part of the journey. Every learner goes through this. Every learner feels lost sometimes. And every learner finds their way again, including you. Take a breath. Take one small step today. A short listening session. A new phrase. A small moment of English. And tomorrow, take another small step. You don't need to feel motivated to begin. But once you begin, motivation will find you again. You're doing better than you think. Keep going. English is opening for you, slowly and surely. And you are not stuck. You are just getting ready for your next step.